Hello everyone, very good morning. Welcome to the ABAP Extra Learning session. In this session, we are going to learn and understand the concept behind why we are not supposed to write the commit work under any sort of enhancement, whether it's a user exit or customer exit or BADI or implicit enhancement or explicit enhancement or BTH, any sort of enhancement. We are not supposed to write the commit work. What's the reason why we are not supposed to do so? If I would like to give the answer for this question in one statement, then answer will be we should not write this because it will disturb the SAP LUW. It will disturb the original SAP LUW and it will save the data at not the desired point of time without having all the required validation. And it will save the data in a standard table and hence it will create the inconsistency. Let's try to understand in more detail this concept. We are going to take the transaction, maybe MM01, which is responsible for creating the material. MM01 is a transaction which is having the multiple lines of code. It's a program which will be surely consisting multiple lines of code. Now it will be having the several validations, right? Along with all these validations at proper points at some source code. After validations, the update function module will be called in order to update the data. So let's suppose after validation 1, system is calling the update function module 1. Then after validation 2, system is calling the update function module 2. Then validation 3, and then again some process, and then again calling some update function module 3, and so on. Now, can you tell me when this update function module will be executed and update the data in the table? If you know the answer, just write here under the comment section when it will get triggered and save the data. This is very important interview question also. You don't know, no problem. I will let you know. These all get triggered when at last the commit work get executed explicitly. Means there should be explicit commit work written, and that commit work should be executed in order to, execute all these update function module. So once the commit work will be executed, this update FM1, update FM2, update FM3, and update FM4 will be executed and saves the data. Now, just you assume that at validation number 3, at this particular point, some validation gets failed and program is deciding to not go further and give the error, right? So it will give the error and it will not go further. And of course, when it will not go further, then this commit work will not be executed because this commit work is at last of the program, generally at the end of the program. So in this case, because this error is coming because the validation gets failed, of course we are not supposed to save the data in the table that is desired, right? And that's where we use the update function module to achieve the SAP LUW. SAP LUW means either all or none. Either you save all these data, whatever comes across the program, or none of them data should be saved. And that is how we can achieve the SAP LUW. If you don't know the concept behind SAP LUW, I will give you the link which I have created for SAP LUW, and you can go through that link and you can understand the concept of SAP LUW, DB LUW and all in detail. Now, you understood that why we are supposed to write the commit work at last, and you know why, it should be written in fact at last, because after all the validation, this commit work should execute and it should save the data. Now assume that your enhancement is somewhere here. So generally enhancement will be there in between, right? In this enhancement, you have to update some custom table, and your requirement is something like that, where you must have to write the commit work in order to save the data then and there itself, because you wanted to use that custom table data further in your program. But the problem over here is, if you are going to write this commit work over here, right, what it will do that it will not check this further validation 3, right? And this will not be checked. This validation 3 will not be checked. This validation 4 will not be checked, right? And when this commit work will happen over here, this particular, you know, this update FM1 and update FM2 both will be executed and it will save the data. So you are disturbing the SAP LUW concept. See, SAP LUW means either all or none. That means update FM1, update FM2, update FM3, and update FM4. All this should be executed and saves the data. But when you write the commit work over here, it is only going to save the data for FM1 and FM2. Whatever the update stuff is written over there, it will update, right? So this is the main reason why we don't write the commit work under the enhancement. Hope you are able to understand this concept. If you understood this concept well, then just write under the comment section, understood well and helpful. It will motivate me to create more and more such videos. Now, coming to the point, the question over here, if it is very important to write the commit work and to save the data, how to achieve this? So that we will see under the part 2 of this topic, where I will show you how you can achieve the same thing, like how you can write the commit work if you have to write under the enhancement, which technique you have to use, which will not disturb the original SAP LUW flow. And when you write the commit work, it should not go and, update, execute this FM. Okay. So that for practical demo, stay tuned with me and check out the next video, coming video on this topic. It will help you to understand in more detail. Till then, bye bye, take care. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.